Welcome back to New Day. Labor Day weekend is right around the corner, which means it's time to put our white pants away. Or is it? Time now for Hot Topics. Evening's Kim Holcomb is back. We also have Justin Shaw from the Seattle Weather Blog and New Day producer Rebecca Perry. Hello to you all.
Hello.
Hi.
So, what do y'all think about this white pants? I just bought a very expensive pair of white pants at a cute boutique in Edmonds, and I am wearing those until it is too cold.
Amen, sister.
Thank you.
Yep. Plus, it's winter white. Haven't we renamed it winter white?
I mean, actually, you know what? Yes, I could definitely wear a sweater with those pants.
Yep.
Justin, how do you feel about this?
You know, I got to say, I don't own white pants.
Well.
So I'm a little left out here. But, you know, white, snow, I love snow. So, you know, I say go for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All times of the year.
White is so hard to wear for pants. Whenever I wear them, I'm like, I'm going to get these dirty. So I actually don't mind the rule because go away. It
takes the pressure off.
Totally. Yes.
Takes the pressure off and the pain of getting a stain. So Labor Day, though, is kind of like the unofficial end of summer, but it doesn't feel like it, Justin. How long do you think that this beautiful weather is going to last in the upper 80s now?
You know, I think we probably have another week or two. It's funny because obviously summer got off to such a slow start, right? We had that spring where it was cold and nasty and raw and rainy. And then we kind of flipped the switch, and now, you know, we've had 12 90-degree days this summer, but it's all been kind of compressed. But yeah, if we look out at the long-range models, everything points to just warm and dry.
Okay, that's good. Because I feel like, you know, I've been here just shy of a decade now.
Wow.
And I feel like September is like the sneaky best weather month of the year. Is this true? Like, do y'all feel me?
100%.
Totally.
I don't know
Yeah.
about you, Kim. You look like you have some doubts.
Well, I'm over the heat. Don't get mad at me. I love, like, fall is for sure my favorite season, and so I prefer October because
Really?
I like it to be a little mysterious. Like, you don't know what you're gonna get. But yes, if you like temperate and sunny and whatever, yes, I totally agree.
You like
September's
temperate and
become the-
sunny. How
yeah.
weird.
I do like
Then yes.
October. I feel like October can be a little bit more rainy than
Oh, sure.
September.
Oh,
so
for
that's,
sure. Yeah.
And then I feel like September starts off pretty warm, but then by the end, it's nice.
September is a perfect month, if you ask me. Okay, fair. The fair is here too. This September is a big time for the fair. Are you guys excited about this? Do you go to the fair?
Oh, yeah. I love the fair.
Yeah?
So elephant ears and curly fries.
Okay,
That is
I'm
my
here
jam.
for that.
Elephant ears are so good. You know, I did not realize this, but in different parts of the country, like I lived back east for graduate school, they just call it fried dough. It's the same thing, but they decided to not give it
the same panache, though, Kim.
No, it doesn't sound as fun, but I will eat that no matter what they call it, wherever I can get it. So delicious, yeah.
There's nothing like a crusty pup at the
Crusty
fair.
pup.
Oh,
And
those
for
are good
some
too.
reason,
Is that a corn dog?
It's a corn dog, and they don't taste that way anywhere else. It's at the Washington State Fair. I also have been known to stand in line, a very long line, for a scone.
Oh yeah.
Right on.
And I know not everybody thinks that way, but I have to get enough so that I have one left over for breakfast the next day. With
Can I
coffee.
just tell you all that when I first moved here and they said, Amity, you're going to go to the fair today and you're going to report on the fair and make sure you get the scones. And I'm like, scones? Is this like an English fair? Like, what is happening? It is such a Washington State thing, the Fisher scones. It does not, you don't go to any other fair in any other part of the country and go, I got to get my scone.
But I feel like waiting
so
in the
good.
line is part of it.
It's
Like
true.
I feel like it's not just a food, it's like a ritual. And so there is always a line, but if there wasn't, I almost wouldn't feel right about getting it. You know, like I would just wait until more people show up.
Yeah, the anticipation. It's got to
Yes.
build,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
totally.
Got to be drooling by the time you get to the top of the line.
Well, speaking of scones, right in your possession, my friends, right now, if you look to your right or your left, we actually have Fair Scone Ice Cream by Fisher. They have made this into an ice cream flavor, and you are welcome.
My
Thank
goodness.
you, and also really trying to eat healthy, and this is not.
That's the spot.
Sorry about it.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry about. Oh my gosh, this is
It's really
so
good.
It literally tastes like the scones.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think it's the jam. I think that's
It's the jam.
what it makes it taste like it.
The jam is the jam.
I actually,
Sorry.
one morning, I made the Fisher scones. Like, they showed me what to do, and the amount of butter that goes
no.
on before that jam, that's a beautiful thing.
Is
I
it?
just don't want to know.
Nothing's better
Yeah.
than butter, baby.
Your arteries are like Is it a beautiful thing?
Before we move on from the fair, any other like things you have to do? I mean, my favorite thing is the earthquake burger, and if you were wondering, yes, I can almost eat the entire earthquake burger and brick of fries.
I do think it's interesting that when we're talking about the fair, we have not once mentioned the animals, the rides. All of these things are great, but we go for the food. Let's be honest.
Let's
That's
be
such a big
completely
draw.
clear.
Yeah.
I do like the rides, but the rides have to come before the food because after when I got an earthquake burger sitting in my belly, the Spinzalupa, whatever it is, I do like the pigs though.
The animals are fantastic.
I love the babies.
I like the baby pigs because I'm in hog heaven at the Puyallup Fair.
The little baby bunnies and rabbits.
The bunnies
too,
are
I love
cute,
those,
too.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about the Mariners right now. This is huge. It is almost Labor Day, like we said, and they are in a playoff conversation. How excited are we for them?
So excited.
I mean, I feel like I don't know if I can say this. I'm cautiously very optimistic, right? Because they've been doing so well. Everything's clicking. It seems like, for sure we're going to make the playoffs. But, as a long-suffering Mariners fan, we have kind of been here before. So
I know.
there's a little guarded enthusiasm
Knock on wood,
there.
Justin. Knock on wood.
Are we half a game out? Rebecca, you always know this stuff.
I think we might be tied for the first
Okay.
slot. I could be wrong on
Okay.
that. Although I do follow this Twitter account that says like the percentage of likability that we're going to make the playoffs, and I think it was at 91% last night. I mean, I'm so beyond, but I'm also terrified.
I know. Well, I promise to not watch any of their games because I absolutely am the reason they lose. Whenever I watch, that's when they lose. Whenever I don't watch, that's when they win.
Well, we
So-
appreciate your commitment then to
Thank
not
you.
watching.
Thank you for
Thank
your
you.
service.
Stay
Jim.
away from the TV at 10 p.m.
Yes,
on a
ignore it.
They're such an exciting group of guys, though. Honestly, Julio. I mean, it's incredible what he's been able to do, and he only started here in the big leagues in April.
Yeah.
And he's incredible, and he's so exciting, and all the kids that are watching, like, it's just. I remember I was a kid in the '90s when the Mariners were really, really good back then, and it meant so much to people around my age. I hope that for the kids now.
I love that. What
Yeah.
a lovely thought, Rebecca. I know you both said you're huge fans, but I have to say, so someone in this building yesterday, I will not reveal the name because I do not want to make this person hated, but they said that they feel that Seattle is a real fair weather fan place. I will say this, when I'd heard this years ago, but again, to repeat the fact that, I've been here almost a decade now. When I came, I did not find fair weather about anything. I just found that they were, we're here for it when it's here. When it's not here, we're not going to obsess about it. But we're here for it when it's here. Yeah, go M's, but I'm not going to sit the whole year thinking about it. I thought it was very healthy, actually.
Yeah, I think too that there's this sort of like ethos in Seattle where we don't necessarily emote all the time as much as other places do. I mean, we have, like when you could be at the hardware store and Eddie Vedder is shopping next to you, you just you play it cool. So I think we tend to play it cool here in Seattle.
We do play it cool.
And so I think that there's part of that. So then when I have heard people who I know are super M's fans, but as soon as the team takes a downturn, they're kind of like, welp.
Yeah.
They're instead of just being like, oh, they're going to come back. So I think maybe there's some practicality and coolness to our reaction to things, but it doesn't mean we love them less.
It doesn't. It's just that we're like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
It definitely shows up, though, in fan attendance, I will say. Like, right now, because we work in SoDo right by the Mariners, and it is so hard to get around here on game days. God bless everybody for coming, but my goodness, there are a ton of fans here
Rebecca,
right
you're
now.
saying yes, we are a fair weather fan.
I actually will agree with that. I will also even somewhat admit to being somewhat of a fair weather fan.
I doubt that. You know a lot about sports
I
ball.
do, but it also affects my enthusiasm. So I might always love something, but I might not be as enthusiastic about my love for them, if that makes sense.
Thank you for your honesty. We appreciate that. Justin?
I mean, I think there's a point to it. I think, honestly, a lot of it is because we live in such a beautiful region that there's so many other options to do on a weekend, right? So, like, if the Mariners are stinking or the Huskies and Seahawks are losing, you can go outside and take a hike. In a lot of other areas of the country, right, it's 95 degrees with 90% humidity, and you don't have that option. So you're kind of like, this is the only thing I have to do on the weekends is cheer on my team. So I do think there is a bit of that. Like when they're really good, we root for them, and then when they're not as good, we're like, well, we can just do something else.
I think that's how I feel.
That's such an excellent point.